Well, let us see if this is going. Oh, well, hello, sweethearts. Finally, we have our Mindset Monday. Yes. Okay, so Merry Christmas to you all. Very Happy New Year that is coming up. We are in Limbo Week. Limbo Week is the week between Christmas and New Year where you don't know up from down, what time it is, what day it is, and what you are eating. So today I wanted to give you this survivor's guide to getting through Limbo Week without feeling too overwhelmed, picking back up the slack after saying, fuck it, it's Christmas, and just having everything. And that being said, let us get into the nitty gritty. I am here in my back room because I am hiding from my family because everybody is home. So let's kind of get into this. With Limbo Week, it's this funny time, right? Between Christmas and New Year where we live off of leftover turkey, ham, sweets. We lose track of time. We don't know what to do with ourselves because we're not fully there. It's that one strange week every year that throws us off more than Christmas Day ever does. The blurry, floaty period. You don't know what day it is. Meals blend into snacks. Leftovers become just picking. Bedtimes go adrift. Routines disappear. Motivation drops off like a cliff. And you're not fully in Christmas mode, but you're not fully back to life either, or regular life either. You're in limbo. And for adults and kids and parents, this week decides how hard January or how easy January feels. Okay? It can be a little strange and disorienting, and it's a good thing in some ways. A psychologist from Australia says that we relax into that holiday mode and that holiday spirit, and many of us aren't working during that time, so the distinction between weekdays and weekends disappears temporarily. While you're embracing the limbo period this year, why not also focus on our well-being? I have put together a couple awesome things for you. We're going to go through, a couple reasons why it happens to be so limbo-y, and then give you 6 easy well-being resets that you can implement in the next month to feel great without having to fall into the New Year's resolutions, okay? So when Limbo Week arrives, right, we have no energy and no sense of structure or urgency. Work routines are gone. School routines are gone. Normal meal times vanish and days blur. And when structure disappears, habits disappear with it. Reason number 1 is routine collapse, and with it, control. During Limbo Week, the visual anchors vanish. No school runs, no work rhythm, no fixed meal times, no clear start or end to the day. And when there's no cues, healthy habits don't automatically happen. And it's not because you're lazy, it's because habits need structure to actually survive. So to fix this, we're going to create a simple daily anchor. A morning walk, a protein-rich breakfast, maybe it's a proper sit-down lunch, or a short evening wind-down, or the dreaded consistent bedtime. One anchor is enough to stop the whole day from drifting. Let's be real here. Reason number 2 is that grazing quietly takes over our life. Limbo Week turns into open buffets at home. Leftover chocolates, cheese boards, snacks on the counter, bits here, bites there. And the problem isn't big meals, it's the small, constant grazing. When we graze consistently, it spikes our blood sugar, crashes energy, increases our cravings, removes our hunger cues, and you eat more without ever feeling satisfied. So to fix it, we want to turn food back into meals. Plate your food, eat, finish, move on. Meals create control for us versus grazing creates drift. Third reason why Limbo Week is interesting. Alcohol drifts from on occasion to being more present in our lives. Having some alcohol shifts from planned to a little bit of automatic for some people, or just more abundant for others. And that's not because it's a celebration, but it's still Christmas and we're on vacation. So, when that increases, it can affect our sleep quality, our recovery, our appetite, our mood, and our motivation for the next day. So, how to fix this a little bit more abundant libation? You can decide your alcohol days in advance. If it's not planned, it can also be a no. And this one rule will automatically help you improve your sleep, energy, and decision making. All right. And reason number 4 why Limbo Week can make or break our January. Okay. Movement drops and everything feels worse. Cold weather, dark mornings, storms, unpredictable weather, no routine, low motivation, TV constantly on. It is the time. Steps fall to the lowest point in the year during Limbo Week, and it can lead to stiffness, sore backs, sluggish digestion, so not going to the bathroom as frequently, low mood, low energy, and more snacking. So, how do we do this? How do we fix this? Commit to one walk every day, any length. What walking will do is help you stabilize blood sugar, improve your mood, boost your energy, and reduce cravings. It's the easiest way to start feeling human again out of this like holiday blob. Walking is great activity, okay? It doesn't replace your training. Now, reason number 5. The I'll start in January mentality creeps in. This is the most damaging part of Limbo Week. All of us mentally press pause and think, I'll sort it out in January. What I like to say is that's a tomorrow problem. But delaying habits for a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks makes it easier to delay them again. So January doesn't feel like a fresh start. It actually starts feeling like a repair job. And so to fix this, the goal this week is not progress. This week's goal is to maintain a baseline, reasonable sleep, a little bit of movement, have some sit-down meals, have some structure, and that's it. So to have a successful Limbo Week, we want to focus on this. Success is not defined by strict dieting, intense workouts, calorie tracking, or perfection. What success during Limbo Week looks like is 1 or 2 anchor habits, meals instead of grazing, planning your libations, daily movement, low guilt, and just staying aware. This is going to keep your mind and body steady and not spiraling, okay? Limbo Week will set the tone. It doesn't ruin January, it just decides on how we arrive there. And so I've put together 6 well-being resets that we can carry into our January prep, our Limbo Week, in a way that we can celebrate without feeling overwhelmed, okay? Number 1 is to stop scrolling. A social media break can do wonders for our mental health. Even just a couple days can help us improve well-being, depression, and anxiety. It's the hit of dopamine that constantly gets us hooked, and it's making us not feel satisfied in other areas of our lives because we're constantly looking for something to scratch the itch. And we will rarely find that, how do I put this? We'll rarely find things outside social media because the algorithms are defined and designed to help us keep infinitely scrolling. So the key is to do activities that will give you a more sustained release of dopamine, like going to a pottery class. If you're interested in that, hit up our client Cheryl. Those in the Ottawa Valley, she runs pottery classes. You can create something with our hands, I've gotten into knitting in the last month. Fun fact about Coach is that I used to crochet, knit, and embroider as a little girl. And then I got into knitting again as a teenager. And I was really sick with a lymph node infection when I was about 17. I missed like 60 days of school in my grade 12 year. And I got so into knitting. Well, we've re-hit it, and I'm putting together projects left, right, and center. I've got massive 2K right now, but like this is one of them. Okay? It doesn't have to be something that is on our phone or on a screen. You can do something with your hands. Okay? So take a little break. Even if you go on every day, just time it. I set a timer for how long I can scroll. So I'll set like a 30-minute timer, and I will scroll during that period. And when that 30 minutes is up, I'm done. You can also use apps like Be Present, and it'll turn off apps after a certain hour, or you can turn them off for an X duration. Number 2 is embracing skin fasting. This is something that a lot of us have a hard time with, okay? What do I mean by that? Well, during the holidays, we put our skin through a lot. Late nights, heavy party makeup, our skin needs a break. So I did a little research, and a dermatologist named Dr. Shreya Andrick says skin fasting is actually about giving your skin a break from its usual lineup of products. Some people cut out products altogether and makeup for a certain period of time, while others will, scale it back and just keep the bare minimum: cleanser, moisturizer, sun protection. Because the holiday season can be very hard on our skin, scaling things back gives our skin barrier a chance to recover, reduce redness, and it can help us reduce post-party breakouts and restore the hydration levels, making us look less old, okay? It has a gentle reset with the new year, having our skin being a healthier base so that we can glow into the new year. The third thing I wanted to share with you was discovering something new. It's an ideal time to try a new experience. In Limbo week in particular, it's a great time because you have time. You don't have anywhere to be per se. So trying something new and reaping the rewards might be very beneficial to you, okay? Novel experiences activate pleasure centers in the brain. So it gives us a rush of dopamine while increasing motivation and promoting memory and learning. Pushing yourself to do something you've never done before can actually, be very beneficial because the brain loves new things. It loves new experiences. And so if you don't get back to them because it's not good for you, it's okay. Your brain had something good to fall into or have a new experience, okay? So the goal here is to push yourself to do something you've never done before. It could be like going to a new place, eating a different style of food, trying a different sport. Maybe it's playing a video game. I don't know. But the goal here is that you try something different. Maybe it's a board game. A good one is like, there's an app for your phone. There's also physical ones called Heads Up. And it's basically charades. Your family guesses what it is, and gives you hints, and you have to scoosh up for if you don't know what it is and press down for if you get it right. And whoever gets the most wins. The fourth thing that you can try for your well-being is a functional workout, okay? Functional training is actually aimed at improving the way the body operates as a whole. It uses multiple muscles through different movement patterns. Some are squats, lunges, deadlifts, some cool rotational stuff. And research shows us that it improves our balance, our gait, and our mobility. It's designed to improve the quality of movement that we see in real life. The twisting, the reaching, the lifting, the carrying, the rotating, and stabilizing. Instead of just chasing muscles, when we build functional strength and control, it actually transfers into everything that we do outside of the gym. And all of your workout routines have functional elements, but a functional specific workout might be really fun for you. Number 5 is have a nap. Go on, have a lie down, have a nap. Research shows naps can reduce sleepiness and improve cognitive function and memory. A lot of us face burnout. A lot of us are tired right before the holidays because we've been hustling for an entire year with next to no break. So have a good nap. And I looked into a little bit more research here, and a sleep expert named Olivia Arezolo says that the ideal nap is around 26 minutes and is best taken between 2 and 3 p.m. This is called the postprandial dip. It's a dip in alertness after eating, especially after lunch, and it usually coincides with the natural decline in energy that we see, the 3 p.m. slump. And, it's due to the body's circadian rhythm. So a nap here takes advantage of that slump rather than fighting it. Have a siesta. Number 6 is something a little bit different, but those that have done it will love it. Visiting a bathhouse or a spa. What do I mean by that? Our friends in Scandinavia, Japan, Korea, okay, they already know the benefits of bathhouses. New bathhouses open all the time. What does that look like? Basically, it's an easy and affordable way to relax and recharge without having to spend on big spa treatments or a weekend away. And they typically consist of like hot and cold pools, saunas, relaxation zones, calm, okay? And the biggest physical benefits come from the contrasting temperature therapy. Moving between the hot and cold boosts circulation, eases muscle tension, and reduces inflammation. Research shows bathing in warm water can reduce anxiety and improve sleep too. So, those of you in Manitoba, checking out Thermia would be a great option if that is what you're looking for, without having to go to like Hecla or Moose Jaw or other places. Those of you in the Ottawa region, you can check out, there's one in actually Carleton Place now. There's also Cowena in Elmer. There's Nordique, which is Thermia, but the original one. There are so many different options, and if that is not an option, you can also go to like red light therapy or going to a gym that has a sauna and just paying the drop-in fee. That can be a really inexpensive and awesome way to do it. The bottom line here, my friends, is to remember that faith and fulfillment in ourselves aren't meant to be practiced alone. Okay? When we are in Limbo Week, there's a huge sense of feeling alone. And I want to remind you that community, like ours here, the Sweet Fit community, provides accountability. Hi, coach. It also it helps us with encouragement and perspective. It lets you know that you aren't carrying life all on your own. Remember that in isolation, people tend to feel weakened. In connection, people tend to feel strengthened. Growth multiplies when we grow together. So remember to reach out to your friends, family, co-sweethearts, and let's see how we can grow together. And if you learned something or are going to try something, let us know in the comments below, and I look forward to hearing from you. Remember, if you're here, hashtag I'm here, and if you're catching a replay, make sure to hashtag replay. Happy Limbo Week, and I will talk to you soon.